We're waiting for the final tally.
Hi guys, Bleach here. Yeah, be very quiet. Yeah, be very, very quiet. Because I'm going to start bitching and complaining and whining. I start bitching and complaining and whining. I just got a new belt for pants, as my ass has been showing quite well lately. And I've been putting my ass into my work, into my videos for you guys, as I love doing these videos for you so damn much. I hope you're doing well. You're sick, Abe. Jeez. I'll try to cheer you up. I have to have my wisdom teeth out, guys. My top wisdom teeth. Not good at all. And it hurts all through here in my nerves. So I'm doing really good. So I got really pissed off. I jammed the fucking toothbrush in my mouth really hard. Just kept jamming it in there really fucking hard. And fucking don't write that on there, April. Just jamming that toothbrush in there, trying to get every little fucking crevice of shit in my mouth so my mouth would feel better. Yeah, fire up the snapper. I wish I could. Trying to fire up the other Comet with the 5 horsepower Quantum on there. Yeah, I'm really just hammering in a fucking toothbrush in my mouth lately. Probably messed up my wisdom. I'm surprised Aspen Dental didn't catch my wisdom teeth being decayed a year ago or something. So it's up here, so it's affecting over here for some reason. I notice sometimes when you get a toothache, your nerves play tricks on you. It's like over here for some reason when it's like up here or something, or down there, or up your ass or something. I don't know. I gotta find a dental place that'll take my insurance. Apparently some places aren't accepting people anymore. And then with the good insurance I have, I'll have to pay more money. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe I'll pull them myself. Fuck, I got pliers in the garage. I could do it. I could take a fucking piece of shoestring and tie it to a doorknob and pull my own fucking tooth out, like they used to do in the old days in those movies or something. I could tie a fucking bowling ball to a string and pull my teeth out for all I wanted to do. Of course, I'm turning it into a comedy escapade right now, but it's something serious. I had braces, and what they did is they matched up the top teeth to the bottom. Is I had the braces, I had the bottom wisdom teeth growing their fucking sides underneath my gums. So they had to pull them out of there with whatever fucking shit they had there at the dentist years ago. I forgot where I went to have that done. I'm watching CNN right now after a bunch of assholes stormed the Capitol. Bunch of crazy people. Some poor girl got shot and died trying to break into the Capitol building. Right, it's scary what's going on. Trump is brainwashing people and getting them to do crazy shit. And I'll try to Skype you when I'm done with the stream. My fucking mouth hurts and I'm talking a mile a minute. Yeah, I've been talking to Ed. He comes on to these lives and watches me. I don't know. That made me lose my train of thought. Let me try to think. But I'll figure something out with my teeth. It feels better now. I've been taking Tylenol. They did x-rays and stuff today for me. What's this video? April sent me a video or something. TV's going on mute or something. They shut Trump's Twitter off for 12 hours. That bastard can't write anything to brainwash more poor people into doing dirty deeds done dirt cheap for them.
Let's get back to my colleague Phil Madigan. Phil, as you said, these are going to fail. The first one is Arizona. First objection you heard.
No, it wasn't the White House, because that's where Trump has to feel safe in a safe spot, in a safe zone. That was the Capitol building, Gypsy, where they held all the the governing stuff, I believe. The governing stuff where they do all the governing and the stuff where they have talks and stuff. Right now they're recounting the electrical votes for Pence and for Trump and Biden. I don't understand why they keep calling Pence the president, because he doesn't do shit really. I'll look at the video in a minute. April. It's probably something from TikTok. We could be at Civil War or something with Biden gets in and Trump's people at war on our own soil, which scares me. I was super scared today. They were playing what was going on at the doctor's office today, CNN, and I was like talking to the people at the dentist. I was like, yeah, a bunch of crazy people went after the Capitol today, and yeah. To be honest, I think Trump should be tried for war crimes or crimes against humanity or something, as he didn't do enough for COVID. People didn't warn us. Some of my friends have COVID. Some of them died of COVID. They're parental units. There's people I know on Facebook, people I met at places I can't really say because it's personal. I don't have COVID. I don't plan on getting on it or getting at it. The only thing I plan on getting on is a nice girl that I would like to get on right now. Yeah, a girl that has the biggest powder toast crust. Oh, what's the video, April? I'll have to. Apparently, April sent me a video of her boobs, and she wants me to show it or something. I'm kidding, obviously. Oh, what is this? I'll have to show the video. Oh, it's the protesters breaching the thing there. Yeah, April's all on this on the news. Hammering into fucking glass right through there with a fucking flagpole, really pissing me off. I'm more angry than anything. This is shocking. This is scary. And I saw a fucking sign that said Nancy Pelosi is Satan. No one is the Antichrist here. Not even Donald Trump. Trump isn't even smart enough to be the Antichrist. I once said I gave my heart to the devil and my soul to Jesus just so I could have balance in my life. And maybe the reason why I'm so angry right now is because my heart's to the devil. Maybe it should be more with God. I don't know. Yes, COVID's worse than AIDS, April, because you can live from AIDS. Look at Magic Johnson. He lived so long with the AIDS virus, and now they got a pill that basically gets HIV out of your system. They almost got a cure for hepatitis, or maybe they do now. I think at least C now. Had a pill for that. I've been watching a lot of angry videos lately. Angry Grandpa, Boogie, the Tourette's guy, trying to find a niche of what to do with my channel. Man, it could just be another angry guy or something. That's totally not me. I do go around bumping into shit and swearing a lot. I do. Something falls out of the fridge, like a half-eaten yogurt, I get really pissed off. I swear, I go, fuck! But I'm doing well, besides my mouth. I mean, I'm healthy. My heart's healthy. I do have high blood pressure. My heart was pounding earlier because I was looking at a site, one of those sites that make your heart pound with videos on there I can't talk about. It's just got to be more, yeah. Oops. I don't know how I'm talking so much. Maybe the Tylenol kicked in or something. Maybe the Tylenol's making me jumpy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just manic because I got scared today because a bunch of fucking assholes attacked the Capitol building today. And these people are bringing like their kids. I saw people walking a big German Shepherd dog. What's the German Shepherd dog going to do? The German Shepherd dog looked more scared than anything. It wasn't going to bite anybody. The poor German Shepherd dog looked really jumpy because it didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm like, Master, why did you walk me here with all these assholes around? I want to be at home sleeping in the bed and watching a movie with you. Why can't we go home and watch Die Hard? Because that's a real Christmas movie, and I like Bruce Willis just like you do, Master. Oh, the wisdom teeth have to be removed, Gypsy. They're tooth decayed, cavity. I want a second opinion because it doesn't hurt up here; it hurts over here. And when I've been yawning lately, my jaw and my ear have been cracking lately. So I got around that and I just yawned just a little bit, like, yeah. Plus, I got to shave. I was putting the hot shower on my cheek earlier today and it helped. Plus, I tossed some dice earlier on those sites and I got a 7. That's pretty good. If you get what I'm saying there, it's kind of a joke. It's a gambling joke. I don't know. I just hope Biden does some good for us. Although people say he hasn't done anything for the past 47 years. He did a lot when he was at Obama. He was like Obama's hype man. He'd be laughing in the background. Obama say something and be clapping. It was pretty cool back then. It was the best hype man Obama ever had. Biden was. I like Mitt Romney because he's telling it like it is. And he's Republican too. I just lost my 5th subscriber, or my fifth. My 5th. I lost my 5th viewer. So we got 4. And I'm a big whore. I'm a whore for attention. But I'll be out here in about an hour. I'm probably gonna watch some show on Netflix I came across. Let me tell you what it is. I got Netflix on my phone because I'm Superman. Netflix. Oh, those fucking chicken tenders are coming up in my throat royally. I tried Pepto Bismol, tried drinking milk, but those little fuckers won't go down and come out to my shithole. What is it called? I was watching the history of swear words. That's pretty good. Can't find what I was watching. Where'd it go? You son of a bitch, Netflix. You took my show off I was watching. I wasn't watching Alice. Oh, Alice in Borderland. I thought it was Alice in Wonderland. I was like, what? I was watching Disney cartoons with Lady Gaga's Alice and going down the rabbit hole. I love Lady Gaga. That Alice song's my favorite song on the Chromatic album. This is what it is. Alice in Borderland. Let's watch a minute of it together. It takes place in Tokyo, Japan, I believe. Oh, there's people fucking there. I can't show that. I'm sorry. They're starting to fuck in the bar right there. Sorry I showed that. I think they're just making out. Now one of their friends walked in there. It's got subtitles. I don't mind watching stuff with subtitles. I watched anime a lot with subtitles. It's a really neat show called Alice in Borderland on Netflix. And I was starting to watch History of Swear Words, so they talk about history of fuck. And right now I'm on History of Shit. And then they got History of Pussy on their dick and all the great swear words that George Carlin nearly got a gift certificate of dial soap from all the vile stuff he said. If you wanted me to stop swearing, guys, to send me some nice soaps that you want me to try, that you use yourself, and send some soap to the Mike Baldwin, P.O. Box 517, Port Bar, New York 13140. And then you can send me some soaps, and maybe I'll wash them out of my fucking mouth like I've been jamming my toothbrush in there because my wisdom teeth hurt. And then I'll start using the soaps and stuff. You ever get liquid soap in your mouth when you said the most vile stuff when you were young? That's even worse. But I'm partial to Irish Spring. That's my favorite soap. And now I got our Irish Spring some kind of bath beads are in there. It's like a deep scrub. I put it in my fucking hair. I'm like, holy shit, do I got head lice now or something? What's all this shit in my hair? Like, oh, the little fucker beads in there. You can wash your hair out of there and shit. Do that. Like, my God. And it feels good. I got the 3 Irish Springs at the Walmart for $10. And I was like, yeah, Walmart. I wonder if my mouth hurts from wearing the mask all the time. I wonder if that has something to do with it, because you're supposed to have air coming in your mouth and saliva building up, I guess, normally in your mouth. I wonder if wearing that mask all that time hurt my teeth or something. That's something to look into. I don't know if we're going to have a civil war. I'm just saying that. It just makes me think. It just makes me think that there's going to be some kind of war with Trump supporters and Biden supporters. Let's look what happened today. They stormed the Capitol House, the Capitol House. People are confused with the Capitol and the White House. It makes no sense to me what's going on. It only makes sense what's going on in an alternate reality, or maybe a movie that's not even a good movie. It's like Nightmare on Elm Street or something, where Donnie's going to come in your dreams and get you. And hasn't it been enough problems where people have been having nightmares probably for 4 years about what's going on? And I watch these people on CNN. They're on there all the time. I don't even think they sleep, these newscasters. And it makes me worry about my insomnia. He had to that pro-Trump mob breaching Capitol Hill, and Don, that includes the national security. As you can tell, I'm all amped up. I'm all kinds of angry. They were rioting. They were trying to storm the Capitol and stop the proceedings of the votes being counted. They walked right over from dipshit's rally at the White House. Let's go up to the Capitol and fuck shit up. And I hope some of the people are watching this. I hope they don't find me. They can come find me in the garage and help me with some lawnmower projects. Maybe if they get their hands dirty or something, they won't be thinking of doing harm or something. And it was pretty peaceful. They didn't arrest anybody for going in the Capitol building. I mean, besides that girl getting hurt, no one really got hurt. I saw a cop helping a woman down the stairs. He was walking her down the stairs. It's sickening what Trump's doing to people. He built up a brainwash of 4 years, and who knows if these people will ever come back from it. It's sad to me. I just want to cry, honestly. I do. I was crying about my tooth earlier, cursing and swearing, pissing and moaning. I don't know. How the hell can you date and find someone to love? And with COVID being around, what are you supposed to do? Tongue a girl on a vagina with your mask or something, or a condom or a dental dam or something? What are you supposed to do? Put your mask on and go like this, like or something? My God, I don't know what's going on anymore. I may need to go in the mental hospital again. I should tell them, take my comedy show to the mental hospital and tell jokes to all those poor bastards that are sad and depressed. Yeah, she did. She did. She was trying to get in there, and someone that made the video, the girl getting shot, they aired on CNN. They interviewed the guy that made the video. Said, don't go in there. They have guns. And she didn't hear it fast enough. She got shot. And now that Trump has that poor girl's blood on her hands. This is super scary. I might have nightmares. I don't know. I might be one of your nightmares just looking at me saying this stuff. I don't know. My lawnmower videos are more tame than this, and I just figure I tell it like it is. I come on my live. My channel's not really for kids. At least I got Cherry 7-Up. That makes me happy, but it's down to the bottom. It's basically gone. How is the president going to fuck up more in the 14 days he's got left is the question, is what they're saying on CNN right now. My God. I'm starting to look like a thinner version of Boogie from what people told me. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if I could be president. I got a really filthy mouth. I didn't want to take my channel to the gutter. I wanted it to be for everybody. As you can see on my first video about my stamper I was making, it was like, here's the latest piece I picked up. I didn't want to say shit. I'm like, oh my god, I can't say that, can I? Shitty, shitty. The world's turning to shit. Trump's making the world shit, shitty. Shitty in the Washington, D.C. city. I'm terrible. Yeah, it's sad, Gypsy. That poor girl died. She's probably only a kid, too, younger than us. Or maybe your age, Gypsy. I think you're like in your 20s, aren't you? Maybe your 30s. They're calling them terrorists. I don't think terrorists is the word for it, because some of these people didn't even know what was going on. They were just walking around blindly like, wow, I'm actually at the Capitol building. Man, this place is beautiful. It was like they're going out on an outing like it was a vacation. It was like a fucking vacation for these people going to the Capitol building. They didn't know any better. It's fucking Trump brainwashed them to go there. And the thing is sad. The whole thing is sad. And that girl died. That's also sad. People are getting COVID and dying. It all makes me sick. We're all going to hell in a handbasket. And I don't know. I think God's laughing at us and the devil's laughing at us. And they're God and the devil are just having one big pool game in a bar somewhere and just talking about, what are these people doing? We never seen this like this. It wasn't even foretold in the Bible. Maybe Nostradamus and his little writings predicted this bullshit. We'll have to look into that. I don't know. Yes, I'm ugly. But you got big cups of tits, don't you? Yes. It's not fun being fugly, but at least I have a voice and I can talk. Yes, you can't out-troll a troll, because I'm starting to look like a fucking troll, don't I? Thanks for telling me I'm ugly. I actually been told by many girls I'm pretty cute. My hog is pretty big.
And listen, I don't mean to be hyperbolic. This is simply the truth. This is the person.
I'm gonna say I'd say it probably shouldn't have came on here, but how much time we got here, guys? Ooh, we got another half hour. What can we do? Let's look for some funny, peaceful YouTube videos. Let's watch the Tourette's guy together, guys. I don't think I can get copyrights for that, because he's all over the place, and there's tribute videos for him. Look at this guy. He's like, put it on pause. I can't even have sex with my girlfriend in the bar. How sad is that in a public place? From Netflix there, that Alice and Borderland. Oh my god, they got Smirnoff over in Japan. That's interesting. See the Smirnoff sign there? It's right there. You can't really see it. I'm all losing my mind. We're losing our mind. I just can't wait till Biden gets in there. If I was president, I wouldn't be swearing a lot. I would try to get my point across without swearing. But swearing gets your adrenaline going. It gets you angry. It cures pain. From what I heard of that History of Swear Words show on Netflix. I mean, if you're like, you hurt yourself or something, and you say, fuck, it automatically cures the pain, because the swearing part of the brain is where the pain center of the brain, too, is where it falls on, from what they've said in the History of Swearing. I mean, scientists have figured this out. You're like turning a wrench or something. You gain strength when you swear when you're doing something in the garage. Like if you're breaking a bolt, you go, fuck, or something.
It's from President Trump's first Secretary of Defense, James Mattis.
Big cup. I hope that guy subscribes to me so he can see me be more ugly on YouTube. I don't know if he meant I was ugly because I'm swearing, or I just look ugly. And you got big bushy eyebrows. I got the Harry Potter glasses. By the way, I'm getting new glasses in February. That makes me happy. Get some new glasses. Oh, I think my heartburn finally went away. Trumpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Trumpty Dumpty at a great fall. I think you support Trump, Mr. Boob, too, but you even have to see some of the stuff that's going on. It's just wrong and bad. I really wanted Trump to succeed, to be honest, and he's just, God, he's just putting his foot in his own mouth. God forbid Pence runs for president. Probably see that in the future. Let me check my Facebook and I'll show you the Tourette's guy. Oh my God, this cute Asian girl posted pictures of herself with a kissy face. I would show it. Tell you the truth, this girl on my Facebook, this Asian girl, was inspiration for Hebe. My Sushi Boy and Hebe movies. I kind of liked her, never really told her. Oh, I got what you're saying. Say Trump. Yes, Trump is now going to replace the F word. I like that joke. Oh, Trump. I'm going to start doing that in my videos. So you don't support Trump, do you? Okay, that's good. My mouth is going to hurt so bad tomorrow if I'm doing this live. There was a bunch of black people at the Capitol. They would have been all over that. There's only one black guy in the crowd. From what I seen on CNN, and a bunch of rednecks there. I'm a redneck too, but I know right from wrong. I was brought up on morals. You will go down in history as the worst of the worst. And someday in the future, that will be all anyone. Here's John Denver on my Facebook. He loves animals. He was a really peaceful folk singer. I think I'm going to follow him. He'll be still alive. Your complete and utter disgrace is what people will remember. And you are a complete and utter disgrace. As far as today goes, we have breaking news. And you know what that is. The nation's capital is under curfew tonight. Lawmakers will reconvene to count electoral college votes on one of the... An extremely bad Trump burn. Domestic terrorists. That's what you are. Domestic terrorists. Who were goaded on by the president into an attack on our very... They shut him off from his Twitter. Now the baby can't write anything, and these Trump supporters look at Twitter. I lost my fourth and fifth viewer. I believe some of them were April and some other people. I think Ed's probably never seen me act this way before. I hope I'm not scaring you acting this way. I'm just expressing my freedom of speech, my voice. I mean, my voice, my bark. It's more like a shark. And I'm Tony Stark in my Iron Man voice too much. See, I can rap. Alright, I'm losing track. I went to my Facebook. I was trying to see if people wrote me what was going on today at the Capitol. We love you. You're very special. Yeah, very special. I love you. I say I love you. I mean it when I love you guys. I love the traffic that comes to my channel. I love the fact that some of you guys binge watch my videos when I worked on my mowers. And if you learned something from my channel, I hope you did. Although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know. This about deadly white supremacist violence in Charlottesville. Oops. We also had people that were very fine people on both sides. You had people in that group, excuse me, I saw the same pictures as you did. Gassing peaceful protesters so he could have a photo op in front of the church. Fuck scares me. Oh, I meant to say Trump. There's actually a black guy crying on CNN when Biden won because he lived a nightmare for so long. Good night, April. I don't know if you're still watching this. She just wrote me on my Facebook.
inciting this very mob this morning. We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
It's not let me text April for some reason. My phone's acting slow.
And congressmen and women. And we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them. Because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong. There you go. That's what did it. Inciting them along.
Let's tell her on here. My Facebook's, my phone's freezing up.
I suggest you choose wisely. With his so-called lawyer, Rudy Giuliani.
Rudy Giuliani.
If we're wrong, we will be made
That guy is one of the biggest criminals of all, Rudy Giuliani.
a lot of them will go to jail. So, let's have a trial.
The news is nothing but a trumping nightmare.
Everyone knew it was time for choosing, and everyone will remember who chose not to oppose, but to stand by.
Nothing but a mother trumper nightmare.
Who chose to be an active part of it, who promoted yourselves on TV, raised money. I'll remember you, especially as long as I sit in this seat. I'm going to remember you even after.
Yeah, I love those bicycle handlebars. I never got to use racing Amper with updated handlebars. It just sits and rots, the poor thing. It does rot. It needs a muffler. Everything going on, and Ray Hart getting around and stuff, and something went. He had someone passed away in his family, and he just kind of felt sad for the longest time. I probably shouldn't reveal that information. And just haven't filmed him in a while, and he's just in his house, just relaxing and hibernating for the winter. That's what he does every year. He doesn't leave that much. He gets enough food to stays in the house. Poor Ray's got a bad knee right now. I love Pokemon, guys. That's one of my favorite cartoons. It's Pikachu. I love Pikachu so much. I probably shouldn't show that really because it's for kids, but what can you do? If I have children someday, even if I'm in my 50s, you know, Letterman and Larry King still had children in their 60s and 70s. Their swimmers still work. I just really don't want to date anyone younger if I get older just to have kids. I may adopt if I can. Some people that are mentally ill, they try to take their kids and say they can't take care of them. But Fuck is so mentally ill right now, and he has kids, and he brought them up. And Fuck had brought up his kids, and he didn't have his kids taken away because Fuck had millions of dollars. And Trump is such a fuck. I get that backwards. I don't know. Mr. BoobTube told me I should say Trump instead of fuck. This guy's really great on YouTube. I love this guy. He just works in a... What's this shit? Look at that. It's sucking all this shit out of there. I want to know what...
Wow. It's like gold. It's gold, Jerry. Gold.
This guy is great. He's building up a snowblower from scratch. He got all in parts. I'm going to have to watch this later. Mowers and blowers. The ostrich video, yes. I saw that ostrich video you said. That's funny. Oh, I watch all those videos you sent. Sorry, I don't comment on them. But you send me, I watch them all. I'm going to close out of this before I get in trouble for copyrights.
between, Jeff Tapper reported very earlier in the week that we were thinking somewhere in the 140 range.
Councilwoman Maloney, once you joined the distinguished chair.
Oh my God! Look what people are doing already.
After I bring on Councilwoman Maloney, you joined the distinguished chairman in acknowledging legislation of other members of Congress. That
Yeah, ostriches can run really fast.
And the chairman's legislation that they are putting forth, and chairwoman. And I also want to acknowledge Maxine Waters is doing some very important work on this subject, not part of this package, but part of preserving our democracy. With that, I'm pleased to yield to the distinguished chairwoman of the government reform and oversight.
Oh my God. I'm totally losing it. I'm losing my shit. You should just... Alright, let's Google that right now, just for the hell of it. How fast can an ostrich run? I'll get off YouTube. I think I got this phone here. How fast can an ostrich run? 43 miles per hour an ostrich can run. Wow. That'd be cool to ride one and go that fast. You're like, rah!
Just that easily because they are adults. But we're going to get back to, I got to get to someone now. I want to get to the newly elected Republican Congresswoman who's inside the Capitol building while rioters attacked today. She's Congresswoman Nancy Mace.
I'm curious about something.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Very curious.
Reaction as you watch the tally tonight.
How old is Nancy Pelosi?
How you doing?
Nancy Pelosi is 80 years old.
I'd still fuck her.
This weekend, I'm single looking mom. I flew my two kids to Washington to watch me be sworn in. I'm the first Republican woman elected to Congress.
I will someday get gypsies. He's away on a shelf.
Coming out of fringe members of my own party, and seeing what might come. I did not want my children here in D.C. this week. They do virtual school because COVID-19 keeps them from going to school. And I thought, hey, first week of the year doing virtual school in my congressional office, how cool would that be? And they wanted to do it and they were excited, but I sent them home because my motherly instinct said this doesn't feel
I'll
right.
show you
This doesn't
something
feel like it
else.
happened because of the rhetoric. And my worst
Where'd he go?
This is a sad day for our nation. I'm heartbroken, I'm disgusted, and I'm angry.
Pig shit, pig shit. I don't give two pig shits for Trump. Pig shit.
As soon as we get off this interview, I am putting my sneakers on and I'm running down to the floor of the House.
I was joking. I don't want to Trump Nancy Pelosi. Not if I had all the Trump and money in the world like fuck does.
Seriously, the political grandstanding that we've seen over the last few weeks, we've seen politicians fleecing Americans who are vulnerable to believing the dishonesty here tonight. We have millions of Americans who believe that this vote for the Electoral College, that Congress could overturn.
I don't think that my shit don't stink. My shit don't stink. My shit don't stink. I think he'd be a better president than Trump. You could just sit there and think. He could talk to you too. You can tell him all your feelings. Be like a therapist. That's what I'm so thinking good about stuffed animals. They listen. They hear the voices.
I'm frustrated with that as well, and I do think things in certain states.
I should.
Congresswoman, here's what I have to tell you. Put on your sneakers. I'm going to let you go. All right? So go vote.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your win, and thank you for coming on. Best of luck to you. Be safe.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's almost time for me to go. I'm sorry. Got about 20 minutes. I'm going to head out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining us. Listen, I don't know how you feel about this, but what an embarrassing display today for the president and for the country.
And his conduct with respect to the election.
Let me know if I'm still live because I'm getting a connection unstable. It says.
What he did in this mob this morning,
what he did in inciting what my good friend.
It says the fun time hour, Gypsy. So it's only an hour.
Is really a low point, I think, in American history. Now, the good news is that by probably late tonight, early tomorrow morning, I think Congress will certify the electoral vote. We are on a steady path. There are things that have to be looked at, like this catastrophic failure of security around the Capitol today. But Donald Trump is going to leave in 14 days. And I think it's very important that everybody recognize that despite one of the worst challenges to our constitutional system since the Civil War,
Mother ducking, Donald Trumping. Mother goosing, puking, ducking, fucking, chucking, trumping, mother something. I don't know.
Republican leaders tonight are angry at the president. They're actually floating the idea of removing Trump from power. Do you think?
What did I Google? Deaf girl talking and deaf girl people talking. What am I into?
Well, I think the first thing to think about is the adage "do no harm."
Because I miss my deaf friend's voice.
14 days left, and to be clear, the 25th Amendment, certainly the Section 4 of the 25th Amendment, is not self-executing. Even if the Vice President and a majority of the principal officers of the government were to say the President could no longer carry out his duties, the President can contradict that.
Pretty good.
And then they have to go through the Vice President.
There's a fire with tuba. That's our dad. What's your mouth? Oh, shit. Sorry.
Dad, there's nothing to eat for breakfast.
Sorry, I'm right here.
Oh, that's total. I don't really like that.
Don't talk shit about Total.
Dad, I heard he killed himself.
Might kill himself too if the last name was Cole. Oh, fuck, say it! Fuck! Oh, fuck, say it! Oh, shit! Oh, fuck, say it! Oh, shit! Shit! Damn it.
That's enough for him. He's called the Tourette's guy. He's been around like 20 years, all over the internet. His videos are great.
What's likely to damage the government, what has damaged the constitutional system, although not beyond repair, are these objections.
They gotta repair those windows. There's people like hiding and cowering down in the Capitol offices and stuff. They thought people had guns.
Is he's only got 14 days left. I acknowledge this is dangerous.
Oh, Gypsy. You just put my foot right in my mouth.
Because you can make this worse if we're not careful.
How are
I might take this video down because that was the most vile things I said. As you can see, I calmed down a bit.
As I think are 90% of Americans, at least I hope that number.
I never heard a Briggs engine be quiet before. They usually sound like a new something that I'm trying to think what it sounds like. A fuck of a noise, a trump of a noise.
We've got to fix this problem for our country, and I will say for the Republican Party, we need to go.
Should I drink this last of the soda with you guys?
The people who voted for Trump, who think the election was stolen, that it was not. This misimpression, created almost entirely by Donald Trump, has to be fixed as soon as possible.
Listen, I don't disagree with you. We do hold ourselves up as the greatest democracy.
Why did it steal the election? The people spoke and voted for the person they wanted. Because they wanted the nightmare at the end. Or should I say Trump-mere?
14 more. Thank you, Ambassador. I appreciate you doing it.
Ever have a fuck-mere? Like a night, like a girl coming after trying to have sex with you, but she's got like I don't know what she have. Let me see. She's got like a dragon head or something. She's breathing fire on you.
What's your message to these dead enders? Well, I would hope that.
Quiet push more. That would be interesting. What is it, electric or something?
Georgia would have changed.
Yeah, I said I would talk about lawnmowers. Let's talk about lawnmowers now. I got into snappers because my uncle had them when I was little, and I was just had a fondness of them. He had two of them with the handlebars, like the bicycle handlebars. He used to mow lawns with them and stuff. I wanted when we moved, I wanted the stamper for the new house, and he wound up giving it to one of his friends. Sadly, I wanted it, but I was really too young to use it. And then Ray got one, and I started working on that, and then it just spiraled my channel with the snappers. I paid $35 for the one I got from Ray. I got it running, and the transmission broke on it, sadly. I haven't stamped the transmission in a stamper since. The Stamper LT11, I tried to get it running for the longest time. I couldn't get it to charge or anything, so I wired a diode into the harness from the stator up to the battery, and then that would charge it. Some of those need diodes. That was missing the diode. Someone either took it out of there, or melted, or something, or got lost on the mower.
It was beyond awful. So I was so glad that the House and the Senate decided to move forward to get right back in and to finish this.
I just hope this fuck doesn't steal the election.
On January 20th, we'll inaugurate a new president.
Donald fuck. Donald fuck was the president for 4 years and fucked the world.
Does he represent a threat to the nation? And what do you think Congress should do?
I don't know. I just started wanting to work on other things. I have that one stamper video running. I was going to make a video where I mowed Rays and go down this hill, but there's enough stamper videos up there. I do want to get in the garage and work on that stamper comment video, or do a few stamper comment videos on the process of getting that thing going. I got to put a motor mount and the other stamper that had the comps on there, and get a carburetor for it, or fix the carburetor that's on there. Do a carb cleaning.
So good to have both of you on and get both of your perspectives. John, I'm going to start with you. The president-elect was in the country to come together earlier today. Watch this.
Let me be very clear. The scenes of chaos in the Capitol do not reflect a true America.
What's Biden's swear word?
Who we are.
Cookie?
United States of America.
Goldfish cracker?
There's never, ever been a thing we've tried to do. We've done it together.
Jim Carrey?
Well, here's the question. How do we come together and move forward after something like this with people who are willing to stage a coup because their guy lost on bad information, fraudulent information, by the way, John? How does that happen?
I'm in a total brain fart. I'm trying to think what I should say next. Prune juice. Oh, Joe's not creepy. Prune juice, that'll work, Gypsy.
Channel 8 in a constructive direction, and it bit them in the Capitol where they work in and so I think they need to recognize this somewhere that Donald Trump.
I'm gonna get some lotion.
That forces cannot be controlled.
Maybe that'll help my mouth.
Him as a villain, and those who have supported him will be judged the same way.
There, I gotta moisturize. I used to shave with lotion too.
I think you're right about that. Douglas Biden also calling on Trump to step up, but instead Trump defended these thugs. Will today's disastrous events be the lasting legacy of...
You would know if he looked like that Reverend Henry Kane from Poltergeist 2. Because you watch a lot of horror movies there, Mr. Boob Tube.
We have a deranged person in the White House right now, ranting and raving. He allowed Russia...
Oh my God, I'm picturing what you said. It's kind of funny. I don't want to make fun of Joe, though. I just hope he does something cool.
To take over the Capitol, it's a low ebb.
Yes, we have to talk about the 25th Amendment.
Either way, whatever guy you vote for, you trumped.
Now, it's a long 2 weeks. The Pence doesn't have the fortitude to
We can't even get along anymore as a country. We should be working together, not against people. Building people, not walls. I just don't understand anymore. It's like everybody's living in the crazy house.
He's talking about impeachment. We've heard about resignations. It seems late for that,
It is late. It's one way of establishing a line.
Oh, I was talking about that show on Netflix, that Alice in Borderland. That's pretty good. What did I watch? I watched Wonder Woman, 1984. That was a great movie.
But there needs to be accountability. There needs to be accountability for the president, for the people in Congress who are still supporting this complete fraud tonight.
Yeah.
Questions of how these folks were able to storm the Capitol.
I think you got that bit backwards, Gypsy. Make love, not war.
Basically just corralled out.
You know what I mean? War and peace. People would come home from the war, make love to their girlfriends, and then go back into the service, and there'd be babies. Mother would take care of the babies. Gypsy, you got that backwards. We shouldn't be at war with anybody. We shouldn't be. We're no different than anybody. We all go to the same place when we die.
So thank you for watching this particular hour with me. I'll be back a little bit later on with my colleague Christopher Cuomo.
I think Trump's going to 8, or Fox going to HE double hockey sticks. Oh, jeez. I get those too. It's sad. I don't know who when an Amber Alert happens, one of two things has happened, and I can't think of three offhand. Either it's a child molester. Wait, there's three things. There's a child molester. It could be human trafficking of little kids. Or it could be a parent trying to flee with the kid because they got a divorce or they got a bad dispute or something. Yeah, they have bombs at that they found pipe bombs at the Capitol building. How is that a good thing? It's not.
Still cannot stop themselves from raising the same unfounded objections to the outcome that have fueled today's insurrection. Objections which are based on lies, such as Missouri Republican John Paul.
Gypsy, that really cheered me up. That's the funniest thing I ever heard. I honestly don't think me and the deaf girl are compatible because something would have happened by now. She hardly talks to me anymore. She's happy with who she's got, really. It's not like there's other deaf people in the world, other girls. If I did date, I'd probably want to date no one younger than 30. I did hit on a woman that's like 50 now. She was 47 before. Everybody, girl I seem to meet has a boyfriend or a husband. It's kind of sad. I live as sad as this. It's alone. Alone with my piggy and my teddy bear. Maybe I can make them do stuff.
This is his play to help.
They're just kissing. Alright. That's my imitation of porno music. Yep, someone snatched the kitties again. Sad, hope they get the person. Chester the molester again, sad. I took childcare when I was like, I think 17, maybe 19. It was one of the greatest experiences I ever had working with kids. I just took it because I wanted to be a good father to my kids.
Particularly when the president will continue to say that the election was stolen. The best way we could show respect for the voters who are upset is by telling them the truth.
Telling them the truth.
The reason why I'm so hung up on that deaf girl is because she's from my past. I rode the bus with her. I just want to go back to the past. Everything was easier.
Everything that's happening right now is happening in the shadows.
Just feel like I got a special connection with her.
The latest you're hearing in terms of
I think she feels the same way, though.
The Senate has already voted the idea passed, failed in the Senate on Arizona, and it's now going to reconvene with the House. They'll then go on to separate again.
I don't know. They're just kissing gypsy. They aren't really having sex. I don't think it's possible for stuffed animals to have sex. I really don't. They don't have any parts to, really.
Which they wouldn't have to go through over the course of the next several hours. Here's what you're looking at on your screen right now is the House vote.
Although I think girls might like to grind on stuffed animals or something when they feel alone. I don't know. But yeah. I thought you were telling a joke. I see what you meant there, Gypsy. All right. We got about 4 minutes. I'm shutting things down. Forgive me if I trumped or offended anybody in any way. My goal is not to offend. My goal is to express myself on my channel. And hopefully maybe you guys will start YouTube channels and express yourselves. And I'm kind of a character. I'm trying to be comical. This is my favorite lotion. I don't think they have men's lotion, but it's Nivea for men. I suppose you can use it for other things we won't talk about, but it's like putting it on my skin because you get a little dried up from working on stuff in the garage, and it's good to have a moisturizing lotion because your hands can get cracked and dried out from coming in from the cold and washing your hands and stuff, or working outside and stuff with no gloves. Probably gonna watch Alice in Borderland and go to bed.
We expect the Senate to immediately move to a vote. In other words, yield back all of the 2 hours they've been given to debate, and then have that vote. That will quicken the process over there. The real question is in the House. House Republicans want to talk about this. House Republicans, even after today, have made.
I don't know if I can. It might cost too much.
Everything that the president has said or tweeted before his Twitter account is locked, and they will likely want to debate or use a good portion of those 2 hours.
I could draw something and send it to you. I don't know. Let's see if I can draw something. I don't have anything to draw on right now. I might draw something on my next live or something. I'm not really good at drawing. I could probably draw 6 figures or something funny.
Is there anything Congress may do over the next 2 weeks to try to keep President?
I always wanted to be a comedian. I always was the class clown. I just wanted to make something of myself on YouTube. I hope I get more subscribers this year. I wish I could get to 10,000 and get really noticed and get heat. They call it in professional wrestling when you get heat or something. Like you're getting heat, like you're getting really popular. Oh, I got that on eBay. Somebody made that for me. I don't even know where it is. I don't think I lost it over the years. I had the sweatshirt. I had the YouTube shirt. I had a red one too. I don't know what the heck happened to that. My mouth feels a lot better. Wow. Maybe I just needed to run it a bit and exercise it. Maybe talking's the best therapy. Maybe I don't talk enough. I don't know. The thing about it is the pain goes away, so I have to have the teeth removed. The pain will come back. They are, the Tylenol kicked in or something. I don't know. Maybe all the swearing and stuff out the pain receptacle in my brain. All the Trump words and stuff. I think Trump will be the new swear word, like Mr. BoobTube said.
The 25th Amendment is certainly being discussed. We've talked about this before.
back
Wow.
in the Russia investigation. This seems more real at this
I don't know
point.
what happened. My mouth feels a lot better.
If it's actually something that they would move forward with, but it
Whoa.
is something that senior staff right now is
That's
discussing.
good.
The other thing that does seem more likely and more imminent.
It hurt like a son of a bitch. No, it doesn't hurt.
Because several currently right now are considering resigning.
The power of Trump compels you. Oh, it hurts now. I just adjusted it. Oh, it hurts still. Oh, jeez. It hurts in the tooth a bit. Yeah, Mother Trumper is the ultimate insult. My mouth feels better. Maybe I'll get some good sleep tonight. I hope so. I don't want to stay up too late because I might not get up in the morning to go to the YMCA and get some exercise with the 3 pool noodles and stuff. Yeah, everybody needs some mental health. I don't know if I would make a good therapist because I have mental health issues myself. I had 2 girls on my Facebook that I knew from a special place I went to. I can't really say. And they were trying to help me through what I was going through with my depression because I had mental health issues. I've been depressed for a few days as I'm worrying to get COVID and pass away. I really don't want to die because my life hasn't really peaked. I mean, I haven't started a family, had kids yet. I may have my kids do a separate channel if I have a wife and kids someday and do a family channel. You know what I mean? A family channel, family-oriented content. And then me and the wife later could do the dirty jokes and the stuff on the other channel, but I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if a girl would be into that, like doing stuff while raising a baby on a channel and taking care of babies and stuff. They wouldn't let me change diapers in the child care class. Oh, Nancy speaking. I want to hear this. My crush. I kissed Nancy Pelosi and I liked it. I hope that fuck don't mind it. You can't even say, boy, you got a pretty mouth anymore. You gotta go, boy, you got a pretty mask.
Please view the proceedings from your offices. Thank you.
So now senators are going to come. There's going to be
Nancy Pelosi's like everybody's favorite Nana.
How seriously take the coronavirus threat and the need for social distancing. Please, my colleagues, if you are not participating in the next part of this.
Fancy Nancy, that's funny, Gypsy. I fancy Nancy. You know what she looks like, don't you, Gypsy? You've seen her before. She's a girl for grandma like to fuck. I'm just being silly, all kidding aside. I probably wouldn't want to do anything with her. She's too old, but she was probably in her prime. She was very beautiful when she was younger. Trump is just sitting on the toilet. Why won't Twitter work? Get in here. Twitter won't work. And I can't take a shit for the life of me.
And somebody being shot on Capitol Hill, he talked about them being great people and that he loved them.
And look how long it took for the National Guard to get there.
I like that woman on CNN, her purple shirt. Purple's my favorite color.
The president has been eager, Anderson, to send in the National Guard, and he has criticized governors if they refuse to do so very publicly. Yet today, he was the one who was resistant to do so. And, it's around 1:30 this afternoon. We started seeing
seeing people start to breach those barricades, and they were assaulting police officers, getting pepper sprayed, and despite that, still, it took a lot of effort to get the president to.
That's hilarious. It's some funny shit, Gypsy. What if Pelosi said she'd give me a Trump baby? Fuck.
That involved the vice president getting involved and the acting defense secretary Chris Miller getting involved to actually get the National Guard deployed out there. And it's because of how the president is viewing this pro-Trump mob.
Yeah, I'll do that in all my videos. Go Trump yourself. Trump and mower won't Trump and run. This mower looks like a piece of Trump. That's a good idea, Mr. Boob Jim. I should get over on that.
Including several of them staffers and allies on the Hill.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just be frank. If it had been thousands of black people marching on the Capitol, if it had been thousands of Muslims marching on the Capitol, storming barricades, breaking into the Capitol, causing mayhem, the idea that the president would have just watched it all on TV.
Mr. BoobTube gets a wrench for the Trump joke. Don't do anything too bad to my channel, Mr. BoobTube. Some of those comments you write get flagged, like, look at this fucking mower, or look at this fucking guy looks just like you, or something on the Simplicity mower. The next comment you write should have a wrench, I think.
There are going to be a lot of people who criticize White House staffers and coming out at the 11th hour to now resign or voice their objections to the president, but seeing it today has actually unsettled people. And they are genuinely.
Yes, I do like looking at them and keep them safely in a box. I gotta find them. They're in my storage room. Uh-oh. Want to have April on here really quick? She's good for a laugh.
The president gave him an attaboy. The president was cheering them on. Again.
Attaboy, what's going on? I'm still live.
When are you getting off live?
In a few minutes. I'm having fun. Are you okay? It's at your stomach. Okay, I'll talk to you in a minute.
When are you gonna call back?
That doesn't speak very well. They appreciate all the reportings. Okay. Joining CNN political commentator Scott Jennings, former special assistant to George W. Bush, and CNN Hill Plan also has been
when are you gonna call back?
a panel on law enforcement.
10 minutes or so.
I mean, why were protesters and rioters, insurrectionists, domestic terrorists able to penetrate the Capitol like this? Why were there not?
I know I don't Trump April. It's not like that. God, that lotion smells good. Oh, get high off of that. Ooh.
He's clearly violated his oath of office to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution to the best of my ability. And no one could, with a straight face, argue that he is preserving, protecting, or defending. And in fact, it's the opposite of defending it. It's under attack.
Pretty bleachy today. Pretty bleachy today. There you go. We got the wrench. No, because brand new engine costs too much money. They want like $500 or $1,000 for a brand new engine. And sometimes you get lucky. You get an engine that doesn't have too many hours on it, like that Intech I have on my stamper. I believe it doesn't have too many hours on it. I think I had a problem with the carburetor and they just let it set and rot. I put a China carburetor on there and it runs pretty good. I just have to choke it just right and unchoke it. The choke's a little funny in the China carb. Yep, he's got the stamper wrench. Oh, my mouth's starting to hurt again. I wish I had something to rub in there like oral gel or something. I don't know if that works. I wish I brushed my teeth more. I should have. I have a habit of just eating a bunch of shit at night before I go to bed and doing a big Trump to myself and falling asleep and having a Trump-gasm. A Trump-gasm, is that a thing? Trump's like, with his wife, I'm having a Trump-gasm. Oh.
It's unbelievable how already they are trying to rewrite what we all witnessed there with our eyes. Paul, do you believe?
I bet fuck comes dust or Trump comes dust. I don't know how to say that.
I guess it would have to come from the vice president and the cabinet. Not sure any of them really.
I gotta stop.
I think at this point there is the backbone to do something because there is recognition.
Why'd you put the monkey there, Gypsy? That's cute. I wish I could find a monkey. Let me see what I can find.
Look, for 3 weeks now, people around the president of the United States have been trying to talk him down, to restrain him. He's been acting in one of those people's words like a madman and a despot. We are in an unprecedented, dangerous situation with an out of control, unstable president of the United States, and there is now recognition in the cabinet, in the White House staff, on Capitol Hill among Republicans that our president of the United States is a danger not just to the national security of the United States, but really to all of our democratic institutions, and as well, he does have military abilities. This began in some ways 3 weeks ago, maybe 4. There was an attempt by the president that he had to be talked down from stairs down.
There are some things I want to do and feed to a girl. Food emojis. I found it too.
They've seen a lot of it before, but never so consistently and so out of control and out of touch with reality as now. We have a national
I can't go down.
unstable, dangerous president, and the consensus is.
Oh, I wish I could buy celery. It's kind of expensive. Vegetables are expensive where I am. I could go to Aldi's and get celery. It shouldn't be too bad. That they put the vegetables next to the horse meat to sell at Aldi's. Yeah, I eat apples and peanut butter. I was having that for a snack the other day. I wonder if the apples did me in my teeth then.
Yes. Even though they've distanced themselves from Sidney Powell, the president has fully embraced all of Sidney Powell's ideas. He brought up half of them on that call with the Georgia Secretary of State. So it's not just who's around, it's the president is not listening to people. I mean, he has met with the vice president several times over the last few days about what today was going to look like. And even today, he made a last-minute appeal to Pence.
There's the 3 Earths I travel to on my channel. I just, oops, I just unplugged my laptop. I plug it back in. I'm probably going 10 minutes. I'm sorry, guys. April wants to talk to me.
And so I think it's the president being completely resistant to that. It is the concern about what his time left in office could look like. That is why you're hearing those conversations about the 25th Amendment, because basically it's been so desperate, all of his attempts, and after witnessing what happened today and how the president responded.
Yep, that's the noise when we make when we're starting to get tired and our mouth hurts.
Well, also, this is the legacy of the president. I mean, this is the shambles, the legacy of the president. That and deaths of
how do I get rid of it, Gypsy? I don't know.
Sickness and devastation.
Those emojis are stuck on there now.
It's his legacy. It's his children's legacy. It's the legacy of Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner. It's the legacy of Donald Trump Jr., who spent this morning talking tough in front of this unruly crowd early in the morning, egging them on, just as the president did, just as Eric Trump did and Lara Trump did. And once they actually started walking toward the Capitol, did you see any of the Trump children scurrying around with them? No. They all hot-footed it out. I think Lara Trump, Eric Trump were said to have flown out.
I don't know what those emojis mean. I think the one's got a pot leaf there. Yeah, the British flag changed from what I saw on Scare performances live. It kind of freaked me out. I remember the British flag having bold red lines in it, but now they're like off-centered or something. Let me see if I can pull up the British flag on here. Yeah, I love Raisin Bran.
I appreciate both of you being with us after the day that you have had. Congressman Crow, you said earlier today you hadn't been in a situation like that.
Raisin Bran is my favorite. I gotta get some more Raisin Bran. I'm almost out.
Can you just take me back?
I'm gonna go downstairs and finish the Raisin Bran. I'll probably pick up some Raisin Bran at Wegmans Raisin Bran. Yeah, it's really a great value when you turn into a fart cannon.
I realized shortly after.
Let me see if we can pull up the British flag.
Vice President Pence were evacuated from the floor, and then they evacuated the members who were on the floor from the floor.
I want to see something freaky. Watch this.
And they started locking the doors and barricading the doors. That there was no way out for us. That the rioters.
What is the capital of Australia?
Canberra is the capital of Australia.
I always told it was Sydney. Remember they had the Sydney Olympics? They even asked people in Australia, have friends up there, and they're like, oh, it's Canberra. People in America believe it's Sydney, they say.
I thought that I might have to fight my way out.
Yeah, Kellogg's is good. I get the Raisin Bran Crunch cereal. It's great. Farting's fun. It's so relaxing to do it, and it's kind of funny. It's like relieves stress when you fart. It does. I wonder if you got a fart emoji on here.
We had just finished flying through around the gallery to try to get to the door where we could exit. And then all of a sudden that door was
Look, it's pumpkin time and Halloween time. Here's the It balloon for you. Yeah. I get depressed. I Google people farting on YouTube and it just cheers you up hearing loud farts. There's this one girl, got famous with her brother for a loud raunchy fart. She said she ate like chicken and stuff and vegetables, and her brother was like, is that real? And she was on Tosh.0 for her video. I might do more comedy, more swearing in my lawnmower videos. I really don't want to. Maybe I can make up some swear words. I don't have to swear so much. Well, like Mr. BoobTube said, I just gave him the wrench for coming up with this idea. Replace the word fuck with Trump. Like Mother Trumper, go Trump yourself, or go Trump up a rope, or Trump nut, Trump wad, Trump this, Trump that.
Some very serious questions about how this ever happened in the first instance. And as you've been talking about tonight, had this been a group of Black Lives Matter protesters or other folks?
I can't. I don't have any in me, but I'll play one, Gypsy. I'll play a loud fart for you. Let's see here. Well, what I was doing, let's look up the British flag and see how it changed, if I can get to it. British flag.
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Chad Wolf is out in the Middle East somewhere on some sort of farewell tour. The idea that the head of Homeland Security, knowing what is happening in the United States in these stressful last few weeks, in the
see, I don't know if you can see that, but the British flag lines are off centered, and I remember those lines taking up the whole British flag, and that's supposedly a Mandela effect. Ooh, spooky, 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 spooky. The flag changed. That's actually an American British flag they're selling on Amazon. I don't know if you can see that. See the Amazon thing right there on the side with the shopping cart? Yeah, Trump and Biden's swear word is prune juice, according to Gypsy. I just scared the sixth viewer with the British flag change. He's going to go look it up right now.
Now, like so many other Americans, I am genuinely shocked and sad that
loud girl fart on YouTube.
Long beacon of light and hope and democracy has come to such a dark moment.
This is the girl that was on Tosh.0.
So any reaction from the Biden-Harris campaign to the transition?
Okay.
Reports that some
Hold on, I'll play it. This girl was on Tosh.0 for her famous fart.
Spoke about what
He was surprised his sister could do that. No, I shouldn't even say this. Girls have two ends they can fart out of. I shouldn't be saying it because she's kind of a kid. But girls have two ends they can fart off. They can do queefs and they can do farts. Now, if you're having sex with a girl that has a stampy vagina, she'll fart a lot probably. Hey Todd Riddle, how's it going? I'm not sure if you're a Trump supporter or what, but I don't support Trump. I was saying a bunch of shit on my channel about him. Mr. BoobTube says the word fuck should be replaced by Trump. And Mother Trumper. I just found it sad and crazy that he told people to go over to the Capitol House, the Capitol, and storm them and stuff. It's just sad. It's really sad. I'm almost ending the live. I'm probably gonna end it at an hour and a half. We're coming up on 10 minutes. And Todd Riddle, I work on lawnmowers and stuff. I have a lawn trouble. Yeah, you have to go the other way. He's done a lot of crazy shit. There's like people hanging from the building and stuff they got on the news. Even Ray liked Trump at first, and he was like, wow, this is going to be good. He's a businessman. He's going to fix everything. But instead, he trumped the world. And there's me. I work on lawnmowers, mainly stamper. South Dakota, but it's nice there. Is it warm there now? Or you got snow? I don't know much about geography. I kind of failed that. Let me see if I can find any more farts.
A logo can do more than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're Fort Imprint, and we know your
No, Mike.
And create moments
or Bleach.
With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time on time for a great price.
I just fixed my Snapper snowblower. The climate change. I don't understand. Even my mother remembers there being snow now. And even in the 80s when I was growing up, there's like snow on the pumpkins. Now here, all it does is rain. There was snow a little bit, and then it melted. Now all there is rain. It rains like every day here now. And there's no snow. I want to try out my snowblower that I fixed. I put a new carburetor on a Snapper snowblower.
Inside the Capitol. Question tonight is pretty simple. Why were police so unprepared? And even afterwards, why were
tailbone hurts from sitting there. Broke my tailbone years ago.
Was the treatment these people received seems far different than what it would have been had it been when even the police preparation in some of the protests we saw this summer. Senator Chimchido has been working sources on that. Joins us now.
It feels so uneasy. I can't believe I was on such a roll, and then I went back to bed with Gary. I'm so glad about the bedroom.
Wow, an English girl farting. That's pretty cool.
Really?
Can't wait to have a girlfriend so we can have farting competitions. Oh well. I had girlfriends before, they came and gone. I kind of hung up on this deaf girl I knew for years. Gypsy calls her the greased up deaf girl. There's a Family Guy that joke on there. I don't understand why they make fun of deaf people all the time. Yeah, she's cute. Where did my phone go? As for me, I need to shave, and I got the Harry Potter glasses. I'll get new glasses in February, which will be fun. Go in there with a mask and stuff. You can watch this live over again. It was pretty crazy. I was talking about having my mouth is in pain all through here, and my wisdom teeth have to come out at the top. I don't think they do fillings for wisdom teeth because they're jagged and funny. I don't think Gypsy drinks, and he's got probably plenty of popcorn and pizza. I may do another live soon. I'm gonna hang off here. I've already been at this an hour and a half. Let me see what else I can play on here. I'll play one of my videos.
I've covered violence. I've covered terror attacks around the world and in this country. But to see it happen in the Capitol here and with a
yeah, just have pizzas delivered to your neighbor's house and
Well, I mean, you think back
yeah.
to when President Trump decided he wanted to.
I'm watching History of Swear Words on YouTube, or not YouTube, on Netflix, and they say that the swearing part is connected to the same part as where the pain receptacles are in your brain, and when you swear, it's good as it can kill pain. It's like a painkiller. Like if you get hurt, it's like a reflex to swear because you don't want to be in pain. Or, you know what I mean? Like you stub your toe or you cut yourself or you get in a car accident or something like fuck, 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 fuck. Ow, my fucking neck or my trumping neck or something.
Senators walking in.
Or, you know, and it also can cause great strength when you swear too and get stronger. That's why people, like your fists can get stronger when you're in a fight, when you're swearing at somebody too. Which is terrible. I don't really fight with people. When I do get in fights, all I did was put the kid in a headlock when I was younger. My comrade that was trying to fight me, or my comrade, what am I, Russian? Yeah, I fancy Nancy Pelosi. Couldn't get a crush on her. She's one hot gilf. I was telling jokes about that earlier. Oh no, they're silent now. I hope my TV didn't get muted again. So CNN was muted earlier because I got Apple TV and it was messing up. Just trying to find out how to get my video on my YouTube channel. Alright. I don't know if Todd's still on here when I show what I do on my YouTube channel.
As we continue to watch
other than telling jokes.
What do we expect now? The process that usually every 4 years doesn't last much more than an hour, if even that, and that is you're going to start ticking through the next states, the states that follow the state of Arizona. We'll go to Arkansas and we will move on through those states. It will be, and again, this feels like about 10 years ago now, Anderson, but once the senators finish filing in,
so many lives,
gavels the joint session back into session, we will do what we initially saw with the states before Arizona, where he receives the electors. He asks if there's any objections. We know there's not going to be an objection to Arkansas. It would be accepted.
Hi guys, Bleach here. This is all that's left of the 33-inch snapper. Yeah, the transmission went on that. I took all the parts off of it.
Keep this. I gotta get the rubber disc off, and it's going to raise. Just figure I'd make a short video for you guys.
I really wish I took the hubs off of it. Yeah, Ray, the cheap bastard, took that U-clamp off there and kept it. I should have took it off there and kept it, but I didn't want to bother taking it off there.
Any sense of just how long this entire process may take?
Ever see this guy on YouTube? He's hilarious.
Everyone that's in my Rolodex at the moment, I feel like it's been the question that a lot of members and staff have been asking me.
jeez, it was right here in front of me the whole time. Man, if there's a snake, it would have bit me. Yeah, if it was a fag, it would have sucked your cock. So I cut the hub off and shove it up his ass.
He's called a Tourette's guy. He's been doing this about 20 years. Yeah, not to anime or hentai. I don't like hentai that much. It kind of ruined. I did used to look at hentai, and I'm like thinking like, why am I looking at this? I could be looking at real girls. There's even an anime called Oh My Goddess, and that's what they call it in the States, and it's called Oh My Goddess in the States. It's like a romance manga anime. I watched that, and one of the storylines is the guy would watch hentai and stuff, and then he found one of the characters, one of the goddesses, and he's like, real girls are much better than hentai. Why am I watching this stuff? Hentai kind of just ruins cartoons, like seeing them naked and stuff. I think I have some hentai books somewhere, manga, I don't know. I have most of the Bleach copies. That's why I call myself Bleach, the manga. And I think I got like 50 Bleach books. I got some of Dragon Ball Z in Japanese. I got some of Inuyasha in Japanese. I'm more into Marvel than DC. I love the Marvel. Harley Quinn, I always had a crush on. I always liked the Batman the animated series with Harley Quinn. Had a crush on Kaylee Coco, of course. On the Big Bang Theory, I always liked her. I was watching The Flight Attendant, but I just couldn't really follow it on HBO Max. It's just kind of hard to follow. It just kind of got boring. I find myself looking at YouTube or watching videos or something. I'm trying to watch The Flight Attendant. It's a mouthful. I kind of want to keep doing the slide, but April wants me to talk to her. Maybe she'll fall me asleep.
In the Senate of the United States, ordered that the Senate by a vote of
I don't know. I don't watch Fox News. They kind of support the right wing, basically, and more left wing. I can't think of what it is. Left wing's more Democrat, right? That's kind of like saying, do I want to Trump with my left hand or my right hand? Remember, Trump is fuck. Trump myself with my left or right hand. Or who do I want to Trump for, fuck for, vote for? Used to be a wrestler called Taz. And ECW would come out with a belt that said FTW, like fuck the world. He'd call himself the fuck the world champion, basically. There's that idiot Pence. I don't think he's an idiot too much anymore because he spoke up and said what Trump was doing with and fearing these people to storm the Capitol building wasn't right. Those people could have got hurt. And they're just walking around like it's a vacation, like they're on a vacation, like they're sightseeing, like, wow, look at the Capitol, it's so beautiful, I can't believe we're here. Oh, let's take pictures of their cell phones and do vlogs on Facebook and YouTube and stuff and say we're here, and then 50 years from now or 40 years from now we can show this to our grandkids and say we stand up for Trump and what a good fuck he was. I'm running out of stuff to drink. Man.
Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 6 votes for president, and Michael R. Pence of the state of Indiana received 6 votes.
Patrons, I don't have a patrons account, Gypsy. I kind of got rid of that. I do have a PayPal if anybody wants to donate. It's jbaldwin12 at twcny.rr.com. I'd use a little coin to get projects going and stuff, or maybe buy some snacks for the lives.
From an authority of that state purporting to appoint or ascertain electors. Mr. President, the certificate of the electoral vote.
Oh, I see you're doing your drug test. I'm kidding. What are you doing? Filtering out your urine or something? Are you off the grid? I was making jokes here. I don't know.
State of Delaware received 55 votes for president.
Yeah, it's good to drink water sometimes and flush your system out.
California received 55 votes.
I got a Walmart Kool-Aid over there in the dresser. I should get it, but I'm still doing this live. Only got one like on this live, one like. I want more likes. Congratulations, guys, if you watch this tomorrow and you made it this far. Ooh, Pence has got a nice blue tie. Wow. I wonder if his wife dressed him for him.
Mr. President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Colorado seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Joseph R. Biden Jr. of the state of Delaware received 9 votes for president, and Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received
Protein.
9 votes for
What do you got? Sperm in your urine, much like girls do when they squirt? God, I'm terrible. Protein in the urine. I never heard of that before. It's interesting.
Hearing none. This certificate from Connecticut, the parliamentarians advised me.
At least you don't got blood in your urine. That would be like cancer or something. Even guys can get prostatitis, problems with the prostate, or like bladder infections. I get bladder infections sometimes from the YMCA pool because it's not all that clean. I go there every day to my YMCA and there's stuff on the bottom of the pool. I swear it's shit or something. And then you go in the shallow part, there's like pieces of dirt and stuff. But I love it there. You can't complain. I left a piece of cotton under the chair and the bench that I sit on to put my shoes on. And it's been there since before Christmas. I used to do stuff like in school to see if they're cleaning and stuff. We take like ice cream lids and stick them under the table and stuff to see if they would pull them off and find them. They never did. Oh, what's this you sent me? Gonna see this.
The electoral vote of the state of Delaware seems to be regular in form and authentic.
Oh wait, mate. That video you sent me, Mr. BoobTube, send it after this. After this video on the comments section, because it'll close out of the live if I click that now. Unless I do it on my phone. Maybe.
Hearing none.
Let me see.
From the District of Columbia, the parliamentarians advised me is the only certificate.
I'm sorry, I forgot about April. I feel bad.
Sorry, I forgot about April. I feel bad. Mr. President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the District of Columbia seems to be regular in form and authentic. It appears therefrom that Joseph R. Biden Jr. of the state of Delaware received 4 votes for president, and Kamala D. Harris from the state of California received 3 votes for vice president.
German beer, why not? That's one Trump of a beer. I'll play one now.
Wenn die Menschen hier nicht etwas eigenwillig wären und sich nicht ein bisschen mehr Zeit ließen, vielleicht wäre Erdinger Weißbier auch nicht eines ihrer liebsten, besten Biere geworden. Lieben Sie
Yeah, Germans make good beer.
Erdinger Weißbier mit Leib und Seele.
I don't drink as obvious reasons. I get too fucking shit-faced. I like getting shit. People might think I'm shit-faced now or high or something making this live, but I'm not. It's just me. My personality, my other personality. And then there's the personality where I just want to fucking cry all the time because look at the fucking world, the Trumpin' world, how terrible it is. A bunch of people just trashing the Capitol building today for no apparent reason. Or maybe the reason was they wanted to take a vacation or something.
Jr. of the state of Delaware.
CNN said the real reason is they're trying to stop the votes from taking place, so Pence Pence and Trump when it would win or something, or would win, I don't know, or Biden wouldn't win, or vice versa. One gypsy doer say.
Georgia delegation and some 74 of my Republican colleagues and I object to the electoral votes from the state of Georgia on the grounds that the election conducted on November 3rd was faulty and fraudulent.
Yeah, Corona and Lime. Gosh, that's a terrible joke. Maybe when people get a corona, they can squirt lime juice into or lemon juice into a person's mouth and it'll cure them. I'm terrible. Corona's nothing to joke about. There's people dying. Some of my friends had COVID. One of my girlfriends I talked to, a family member passed away of COVID. I shouldn't even talk about that because it's personal. But COVID's no joke. People get it, they die. They can't breathe, and this causes major respiratory problems. Other people live through it, and they're fine. Cuomo's brother that's on CNN, he had COVID. He lived through it. Tom Hanks and his wife lived through it. Mick Foley, the wrestler, has COVID right now. He's quarantined in a hotel. They're probably just dropping off pizzas and stuff to him, making sure he's okay. I'm worried that they'll find Mick Foley dead in the hotel. That's what scares me the most, because I love Mick Foley. He was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up. He toured all over Japan. He did all those death matches, the barbed wire and stuff.
Section 18 of Title 3 of the United States Code.
Everybody's probably afraid of COVID, worried they're going to get it, worried they won't be able to see their family anymore and stuff. Even that fuck had COVID in the White House. The fuck in the White House had COVID, and he survived it because they injected him with a lot of experimental treatments and steroids. Doesn't that make sense? He gets COVID. He doesn't say it's real. He encourages people not to wear a mask, and he gets it, and then other people die from it, and he gets treatments that other people couldn't have, like poor communities, which is sad.
Delaware received 4 votes for president, and Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 4 votes for vice president.
Yeah, I wear my damn mask too. I got a Rick and Morty mask. I love Rick and Morty. They're kind of looking at me funny, and the doctor wearing it when I went to the dentist today, I think. Pokemon's great. Pokemon's like therapy and anime and stuff. That's probably why Todd said that. You know, I'm not much an anime. What do you call a Jamaican proctologist? Pokemon. I guess Nancy Pelosi, and I liked it. I hope Pence didn't mind it. I'm joking around.
And Michael R. Pence of the state of Indiana received 4 votes for vice president. Are there any objections?
Oh, where is it? I'll show it in the next live. I got it in the most oddest place. It's in my mom's purse because I wear it when I go out. We keep our masks in her purse. My mom's purse is like my wallet. I got a Dragon Ball Z wallet somewhere with Goku on it. I don't know what I did with it. It's my wallet for the longest time. I just carry a small amount of cash when my debit card's in my mother's purse, and we share checking accounts and stuff. Because I don't have a girlfriend at the moment. If I have a girlfriend, we'll probably share checking accounts and stuff. I love that Bleach mask. It makes my glasses fog up, but I gotta figure out a way around it. This guy Ichigo on it. It was on one of the other lives. Let me see if I can find it.
Certificate from Indiana. The parliamentarians advised me is the only certificate of from that state that purports to be returned from the state, and that is annexed to it a certificate from an authority of that state.
Let me see if I can find the live. I had the Bleach mask on it.
Mr. President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Indiana seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 11 votes for president, and Michael R. Pence of the state of Indiana received 11 votes for vice president.
There's the mask. Gypsy got me right there. Oh, you can see it. I'll show it in the next live I do. Hopefully I remember. Hey, guess what? I haven't peed in an hour and a half. An hour and 45 minutes. I'm going to explode. We got a hold in the piss for what we got. Makes no difference if we piss the bed. Actually, does make a difference. No, I don't wet the bed anymore, thank God. I grew out of that a long time ago. Although a few drops do come out sometimes. If I can't make it to the bathroom. Imagine pissing yourself when you're drunk. It's a terrible thing to think of. There's a cookout I had. Can't really see that. Can't really hear me on the camera either when I cook out, which is sad. There's some hamburgers I made. Only used that grill once this year, sadly. It was just so hot, just didn't feel like going out and doing it. Bunch of those snappy grillers I made.
Mr. President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the Commonwealth of Kentucky seems to be regular in form and authentic. And it appears therefore
Burnt the trump and sides off the grill trying to burn wood in the other one I had. Trying to get rid of some fence wood. Fry them up on the stove with a little butter. They're great when you get them. Like in a frying pan or a cast iron pan, whatever you prefer.
Forced to be returned from the state has annexed to it a certificate of authority from the state purporting to appoint or ascertain electors.
Mr. President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Louisiana seems to be regular in form and authentic, and appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 8 votes for president, and Michael R. Pence of the state of Indiana received 8 votes for vice president.
Oh, here we go. This is Insane Cherry. He does music with animals. Look at this. This is the most clever thing I've seen on YouTube. Eminem Rap God. What the hell happened to it? That's not good. Did my phone just break?
Of the state of Delaware received 3 votes for president, and Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 1 vote for president.
That's enough to drive anyone Trump shit crazy. I can't stand to listen to that anymore. Oh my God, that's insane. That's crazy, man.
Mr. President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Maryland seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Joseph R. Biden Jr. of the state of Delaware received 10 votes for president, and Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 10 votes for vice president.
Any objections to counting the certificate of the vote in the state of Maryland? The teller has verified.
I'll be right back.
Regular in form and authentic.
There's a stuffed animal for you.
Hearing none.
This certificate from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the parliamentarians advise, is the only
I really
certificate
gotta go to
of
the
that
bathroom. I'm gonna
state
explode and
returned
piss
from
the
the state
bee.
and has annexed to it a certificate from an authority of the state purporting to appoint or ascertain electors.
How nice. I'm making it in my bed. Making a piss. Or making a live, I mean.
The Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
There's your fart for the day.
Informed and authentic. It appears
Really
therefrom that Joseph R. Biden Jr. of the state of Delaware received 11 votes for president, and Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 11 votes for vice president.
Are there any objections to counting the certificate of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts? The tellers advised appear to be regular, informed, and authentic. Hearing none, this certificate from Michigan, the parliamentarians advise, is the only certificate of vote from that state that purports to be returned from the state and has annexed to it a certificate of authority of the state purporting to appoint or ascertain electors.
Mr. President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Michigan seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Joseph R. Biden Jr. of the state of Delaware received 16 votes for president, and Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 16 votes for vice president.
For what reason does the gentlelady from Georgia rise?
Mr. President, I, along with 70 of my Republican colleagues, object to the counting of the electoral votes for the state of Michigan on the grounds that the error rate precedes the FEC rate allowed at 0.0008%, and that the people who signed affidavits at risk of perjury, their voices have not been heard in a court of law.
Section 15 and 17 of Title III of the U.S. Code require that any objection be presented in writing and signed by a member of the House of Representatives and a senator. Is the objection in writing and signed by a member and a senator?
The objection is writing, not signed by a senator.
In that case, the objection cannot be denied.
I'm back. You see how fat I am. Shake it off, shake. Is that what Taylor Swift meant when she was singing "Shake It Off"? Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off.
Certificate the teller has verified appears to be.
Yeah, I still got stuffed animals. They're great for anxiety when you can't sleep. Just wrap your arm around the damn animal. They were cheap. Why not? I got Fraggles. I got Smurfs. Why not have them? I got wrestling figures. I got why don't say a kid forever? Did you see my dog? She kind of snuck in front of the camera, didn't she?
Joseph R. Biden Jr. of the state of Delaware received 10 votes for president.
What you doing, baby? What you doing?
The state of California received 10
What you
votes
doing?
for vice president.
Are there any objections to counting the certificate of the vote of the state of Minnesota that the teller has verified appears to be regular, informed, and authentic?
I wonder if Nancy Pelosi still has regular poops.
Hearing none. This certificate
I'll have to check that out when I meet her and ask.
advised is the only certificate of vote from that state.
Sheltie, little miniature one. They're a little breed though.
Certificate of authority of the state according to a point.
They're great. Very, very kind, warm animals.
The certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Mississippi seems to be regular, informed, and authentic. And it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 6 votes for president, and Michael R. Pence of the state of Indiana received 6 votes for vice president.
Are there any objections to counting the certificate of vote in the state of Mississippi that the
I'm trying to find something funny to play.
appears to be regular, informed, and authentic? Hearing none. This certificate from Missouri, the parliamentarians advise, is the only certificate of vote from the state that purports to be a return from the state.
Let me show you something that's going to freak you out, Tim. Now, what is the capital of Australia? What have you been taught?
Mr. President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the
What is the capital of Australia?
informed and authentic, and it appears therefrom that
Canberra is the capital of Australia.
I was taught it was Sydney. That's what's supposed to be some kind of Mandela effect.
Received 10 votes for vice president.
What is the capital of Egypt?
Cairo is the capital of Egypt.
Well, at least that's correct.
Hearing none. This certificate from Montana, the parliamentarians advise, is the only certificate of vote from the state that purports to be returned from the state, and that is annexed to it a certificate of authority of the state purporting to appoint or ascertain a letter.
I just used some old mouth rinse that the Aspen Dental gave to me for tooth decay and shit. Hopefully it helps my mouth and doesn't pierce the pain. Smart skiing, heart husky, heart pitbull. That's an amazing competition. Or what was the word I'm looking for? Not competition, combination. Combinations like the pretzel candy. And kitten, it's got kitten in it too. That's cool. Ooh, I think that mouthwash is a little stale.
Mr. President, the certificate.
He's not the president. Stop calling Pence that.
Seems to be regular, informed, and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida.
Ooh, Biden's got 178 electrical votes, and Trump has got 110. I'm just noticing.
One vote for president, and Michael R. Pence of the state of Indiana received 4 votes for vice president, and Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 1 vote for vice president.
Are there any objections to counting the certificate of vote from the state of Nebraska?
I gotta go. My friend's calling me.
Regular form and authentic. Hearing none. This certificate.
Are you still up or are you going to bed? I'm still alive, believe it or not. It's been fun. I'll call you in 5 minutes. I really needed to vent because of what happened at the Capitol. I just need to go live. 5 minutes tops. Okay, bye. I'm going to go in 5 minutes. I'm going to call her.
And Kamala D. Harris of the state of California.
Biden's leading, oh yeah. 4 minutes, we're going to end this. 2 hours is good enough. I don't know if anyone watching this tomorrow would want to sit through 2 hours of this. It's already midnight. I got to talk to my friend a bit. I was going to watch that Alice Borderland show on Netflix. I still may watch it briefly and just fall asleep.
Section 15 and 17 of Title III of the United States Code requires that any objection be presented in writing and signed by a member of the House of Representatives and a senator.
I got words on my TV and just reading it. No, I'm not deaf. I just fancy deaf girls. Just trying to get into her world and see what she feels. That's why I got words on the TV.
Case, the objection cannot be entertained.
Kaylee's a good name for a dog. Always like Kaylee Coco on the Big Bang Theory. Kaylee's a great name for a dog. I dated a Kaylee once upon a time years ago.
Advised me is the only certificate of vote from that state that purports to be a return from the state. As annexed to it a certificate of authority of the state purporting to appoint or ascertain a letter.
Are you okay? What you doing? You want me to go to bed? I think she's freaking out because of the light.
The certificate of the electoral vote in the state of New Hampshire seems to be regular and form.
She's like, why is he up? Why is he talking so much? I'm trying to sleep.
The state of Delaware.